Hello, it's Dusty Thunder once again with another story for you. This one is a Best of Redditor update, so buckle up, get some popcorn, get comfy, get on your favorite couch, get the PJs on, and settle in. Title of this is I, 24 female, found hundreds of pics of my brother, 20 male, on my boyfriend's 24 male laptop. Can anyone please explain to me what's going on?
Oh no.
In our dating phase, I had found hundreds of pictures of one of my sisters on your laptop. I would be concerned. It would be time to raise one of these. We'll go ahead and go there and have some serious, tough conversations.
I would hope you'd have a serious conversation about why saving pictures of your sisters.
Okay, we'll see where it goes. I've been with my boyfriend for a year. Our relationship was great, and we honestly never had any serious problems. We both have full-time jobs and live together. He's good friends with my younger brother as well, mainly because of their shared interest in fitness, workouts, etc. They hang out a good amount and go to the gym together. In hindsight, the fact that they're good friends makes it all the more creepier. Yesterday I was home alone and my boyfriend was at work. I needed to print something out, but my laptop wasn't working at all. My boyfriend has several laptops and there's one in particular he never uses. At least I've never seen him use it.
Oh no. It's his laptop.
I thought it was some old dusty thing. Hey now. I grabbed it and it was not shut down properly. It took me straight to the photo albums and there were hundreds of pics of my brother saved. Most were pulled from his social media accounts, but there were also pics of him from his rugby team's website. What the This isn't even the worst. There was an album that only consisted of creep shots and videos, pics of him sleeping, and even videos of him getting changed. You could clearly see in the vids that he wasn't aware of being recorded. What in the More red flags? The last pic he uploaded was literally last week. This is so creepy. I didn't even know what to say. There were also pics of someone's gym clothes, and I'm assuming they're also my brother's. I'm confused, disgusted, and shocked. What the hell is going on? When he came back from work, I just went straight to sleep. I couldn't even face him. I honestly can't think of a good reason he would do this. I mean, straight guys don't usually do this, right? I don't know if I should even confront him about it. Should I ask what this whole thing is about? How would you even bring that subject up? Just spin the laptop around and be like,
he's unhinged.
Splaying. You go to the police. What would you tell the police?
Go to your brother.
I would go to the brother and be like, hey, make the brother aware and see what the brother says. Like, have you gotten a vibe? Have you gotten the creeper you vibe from this? What do you know before I confront him about this, please? Yeah, he's got pics of him sleeping. I'm sure like family gathering kind of things or family trips or whatever. But I would get with the brother, gauge the brother's reaction, and then plot something entirely masterful and petty as Comment, he's clearly got a thing for your brother. It's not a healthy way of expressing it, creepy as anything, but it's quite obvious. Confront him. Tell him how uncomfortable it makes you feel. Be prepared to break it off with him. Sorry you're having to deal with this. OP, it's weird because I never even suspected that he is a thing for my brother. I would have noticed something like that. I honestly can't believe it. OP added in the comments, I was talking to my brother the other day and he told me that his dirty clothes keep going missing and that he's convinced someone at the gym or other places keep stealing it.
I just found it kind of funny / weird that time, but now I'm thinking it's way more fucked up.
Top comments. Comment, it's not just that your boyfriend is sexually attracted to your brother, but that he's clearly obsessive. I'm a single guy and I'll look at Facebook pictures of my crush, but I don't save them to my computer. That's super creepy. And him taking pictures of your brother sleeping sounds criminal. This is a lot worse than your boyfriend being secretly gay. I would take the laptop and show my brother and then go to the police and report it. Okay, before we dive into the update here, thoughts?
I don't like it, brother.
I don't like it, brother.
This is a revenge thing. I'm calling it now, Rebecca says. Stealing dirty clothes, taking pictures of him when he's changing and videos too. There's some very, very large blinking, very bright, like the billboards when you drive on the highway and it's like those are too bright. That should be illegal. I can't see. It's like those kind of signs here, of warning signs. But he targeted the brother beforehand, right, El? But he got with OP to get closer. Something doesn't feel right. That's where it feels like this is going right now. It feels like OP's relationship is a sham, and it's just his excuse to have some kind of closeness with her brother. Let's dive into the update. Update! Sorry to disappoint, but that is not a positive update. I'm still trying to mentally process it all, hence the delayed post. I grabbed the laptop to take pics of the photo albums. I found way more stuff than I originally stumbled upon. A lot of commenters in the OP said that he probably used me to get closer to my brother. I didn't quite believe it at first, but they were right. While I was taking pics of the photo albums, I found more folders. He began saving these pics 4 to 5 months before we started dating, and my brother didn't even know him at that time. That realization sent chills down my spine. I also went on the internet. The bookmarks, the browsing history, it was all horrific. I'm not going to elaborate because it's honestly sickening. It's clear that he has an obsession with my brother and extremely violent and disturbing fantasies about him. Oh, I'm not talking about BDSM or bondage, although some of that was there too. This was absolutely messed up, scary stuff. I cannot believe that I was so clueless about everything. So on top of all of that, he was a really good actor to be able to fool somebody into believing that he loved them. I went over to my brother's place and explained everything, showing him proof on the actual laptop. He was shocked and creeped out, of course, but didn't believe that my ex was different, that was behind this for different reasons. But he's not gay. He wouldn't do something like this, etc. I wanted to go to the police, but he completely refused. I explained that this isn't just a crush from a seemingly straight friend. This is an unhealthy psychotic obsession. He completely denied that he was in danger and seemed embarrassed more than anything. I told him that ex actually started creeping on him months before the relationship began and took all these creep shots. Besides, the browsing history and bookmarks were specific to him. It would make anyone freak out. When I showed him the pics of his clothes, he was very confused and asked me why X would steal his dirty clothes, but he still didn't want to go to the police. He's just in denial. This is denial. And if you were in his position, like, denial's understandable. It's like your brain cannot accept that this is true. My plan was actually to confront X in public, but my brother just straight away texted him to come over. Side note, he arrived super fast. I wonder what he was expecting. When X came in, I showed him the laptop and asked him to explain. The entire situation was so bizarre. While I was talking, he seemed incredibly angry. I've never seen such a look on his face before. But then he calmed down and casually confessed to everything. He said that it was just a habit he got into and that he's truly sorry. At that point, my brother said that this is probably a prank and that it wasn't funny, etc. I started crying a little, and X rolled his eyes and told me to stop crying. He was so nonchalant and cold. I didn't even recognize him anymore. Then he said he would immediately stop doing this if we kept this to ourselves. I think my brother finally believed him because he was absolutely dumbstruck. X said that he'd take down the cameras too, and that we shouldn't make a big deal out of it. I asked him where the cameras are, and he proceeded to show us. He probably thought he was a good guy for cooperating with us, and that it made the situation less creepy. Turns out there was a camera in the shower as well. It was nauseating. The conversation that followed was extremely uncomfortable, and X said some very provocative, inappropriate things. They ended up having a huge argument about the stolen clothes, amongst other topics, and the rest was pretty awful. I eventually went to stay at a friend's place. I had already packed my stuff anyway. Later that night, X texted me that I'm a bad person for invading his privacy, and that I'm selfish, narcissistic, a bad human being, etc. He said that he's willing to forgive me, though. Yeah, he really said that. I blocked his number, and on everywhere. A day later, he came to me at work, and I told him to stay away from me. He did that every day for 1 week at different locations until I seriously threatened him. He said that he never cared about me anyway, and wished me luck for future relationships. A couple days ago, my brother texted me. We haven't spoken at all since that day and apologized, but he still refuses to address the elephant in the room. He's just pretending it never happened. I told him that X is clearly not stable, and why would you not notify the police? I honestly don't know what to do. Is there a way I can report this just in case? And oh, by the way, it was his 21st birthday yesterday, and I called him in the morning. He told me that he got a present from an unknown sender. I said that sender is probably not unknown to us. Like, this is 100% my psycho ex. I just know it. As I said, this isn't a positive update. A lot of people seem to be concerned, and that's the only reason I posted this. I just hope things don't get worse. Top comments. Comment, girl, take that whole laptop to the police. I'm not kidding. This is very serious. If your brother ends up unalived, you will never forgive yourself. And check your brother's house for more cameras instantly if the police don't. This is something you don't just stop doing. It's still happening now. You didn't notice before, and you probably wouldn't have noticed it for months if you didn't look on the laptop. The way he talks to you and views the world is truly disturbing, and the way he told you to stop crying, that's psychopathic behavior. How he went calm, same thing. There's a real chance he will try to be near your brother in some other way, and he'll do something much worse to him than just pictures. Go to the police. Stay safe. Final comments from OP. I definitely won't post another update. This is the last one, and I forgot to mention it, but I have the laptop. He said that he was doing us a favor by letting us keep it. I mean, he really didn't put up a fight about it. Thanks for your concern. either way. That's the end. Now, we don't know how this thing actually plays out. That's the end. Yeah, it is from 2018. So if there was an update, we would know. We'd know by now. Let's just hope it all worked out because shit. And yes, him getting, as soon as he saw that you had the laptop OP and was immediately, visibly angry at a level you have never seen before, that was the real him that you caught for just a glimpse of for a few seconds. But then in that amount of time, the few seconds, being the incredible actor that he is, in that few seconds, cooked up this plan, cooked up this act that he could pull off and at least maybe not win you over, but win your brother over and put him at ease and play it off as a not a big deal. Play it off as a prank, play it off as something that's not disturbing at all, and decided that in just a few seconds and committed to it for the entire rest of the time and succeeded at lowering your brother's defenses. And that's terrifying. If he was able to cook all that up in 3 seconds when he had been exposed with something that you cannot explain away, he pulled it off, at least for your brother, which means that, yeah, this shit was definitely not done at that point. There was no way. There was no way. Setvic, if it didn't work out, there's an episode on true crime about it. Can you alert the police if someone you know is in danger, but that person won't do anything about it? Like in this case, could OP have taken that to the police? You would at least create a paper trail, right? You at least file a report of some kind. Parents? Yeah, parents, if they were involved at all, would have been a smart move. And at least creating a paper trail. You probably can't file for a restraining order on their behalf, but
This is like psychopathic tendencies.
you can, yes. This is, and he's been playing the long game here. Like every single bit of this is intentional, and he's just a really good actor. The camera, yeah. So we didn't even know much about the camera part of this until he confessed that there were cameras there. Once he confessed that there were cameras there, how did brother at that point not be like, wait, what the? Okay, that's it.